LA Rider is brought to you by the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign, a 501c3 nonprofit organization exclusively dedicated to promoting motorcycle awareness and rider safety throughout Louisiana and the nation. Learn more at macorg.com.
Hi, and welcome to LA Rider. I'm Tammi Arender. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here at Blue Bayou Harley-Davidson, and I have with me Trey Albritton, and we're here for a very special event here at Blue Bayou. Trey, tell me a little bit about what's going on.
Hey, Tammy, thanks. We're raising money today for the Shriners Hospital in Shreveport, Louisiana. We've got a numbers run going up through Farmerville and Sterlington, back through Lakeshore and Swartz. We're selling hamburger plates, but all the benefits are going to the children in Shreveport.
Love giving back and love taking care of those kids,
yes,
don't
we do. Yes, we do.
Awesome. Trey, thank you so much for everything you do. And the Harley Owners Group here, and so much fun, ready to get on the bike and ride today. You know, sometimes TW gets the urge to ride to nowhere. Well, when she does, she loves to do that because oftentimes it's really about the journey and not the destination. Or is it?
Some days you just gotta ride, and the destination isn't really that important. On days like that, I just pick a general direction and head out. And as I left the LA Rider offices on this beautiful Saturday morning, that direction was north. I decided to take LA 37, also known as Greenville Springs Road, toward Baywood. LA 37 is mostly rural and in pretty good shape. Plus, it's lightly traveled, making for a great ride. Just north of Baywood, I headed up Highway 63, also called Bluff Creek Road. From there, I took Highway 10 to St. Francisville and headed north again. One turn led to another, and in a few hours, I was in one of my favorite places, Natchez, Mississippi. Oh, and in case you hadn't already guessed, I was hungry. Now, Natchez has dozens of great places to eat, from barbecue to southern fried seafood. A lot of bikers like to hang out under the hill, and I'm no different. But while I was walking away from Red Rider, I suddenly realized that what I really wanted wasn't under the hill at all. It was just above it. And in just a couple of minutes, I was walking into one of my favorite Tex-Mex places in the area, Fat Mama's. Now, there isn't anything fancy about Fat Mama's, but the food is good. You get plenty of it, and the prices won't empty your wallet.
Gringo pie, tamales, chili, jalapenos, cheese, onions, yum. I decided to get a little bit of everything.
After filling up on tamale pie and tacos, I headed out to the patio for one of their famous knock you naked margaritas.
Delicious.
Woohoo! Next thing you know, I had parked the bike for the evening, grabbed a room at a nearby B&B, and was enjoying a beautiful sunset on the Mississippi. How's that for a trip to nowhere?
I'm Bob Courtney. May is National Motorcycle Safety and Awareness Month, a time to remind motorists to watch out for motorcycles and respect our rights on the roadway. Last year, in Louisiana alone, 95 of our fellow riders were killed and many more injured in motorcycle crashes. An overwhelming number of those crashes were the result of a vehicle violating the rider's right-of-way. Quite often the claim is, "I didn't see the motorcycle."
A bike go by and it's on the back wheel.
One organization that has been fighting for us to be seen on the highways and byways is the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign, or MAC. For nearly 15 years, MAC has been promoting motorcycle safety and awareness through rallies, events, and educational seminars across Louisiana. Additionally, MAC has produced and distributed more than 100,000 of these familiar yellow and black Watch for Motorcycle signs, which can be seen in yards, businesses, and events throughout the South.
It's been an emotional ride throughout the years, and that's how we got involved. As it turned out, through that first year, we lost 7 friends.
MAC was founded by Baton Rouge motorcyclist and HOG member Warren Broussard and some of his fellow riders after losing several close friends to distracted and inattentive drivers.
We were sitting at home planning our next little ride out, and the phone rang, and my wife Mary answered the phone, and I could hear her hollering in the back, "Oh no, what?" And as it turned out, some of our friends, Altons, had been hit on a motorcycle head on, and both of them died. Wife and I got to thinking about it, and I'd been in the safety business throughout my lifetime there doing different things, and we thought maybe we'd start raising an awareness program. It's hence motorcycle, Watch for Motorcycles, Motorcycle Awareness Campaign. And that's the acronym MAC turned out to be. Another friend of ours named Mac had a crash, and we lost him.
Broussard retired as MAC's president several years ago, but he remains committed to motorcycle safety and awareness. He says today there are more things than ever competing for a driver's attention, and he's worried about what that means for motorcyclists.
It's inattentive driving is basically what it is. We sit in these big old cars with the air conditioning going and the music going and all that. We forget that we're outside with other people.
While May is officially Motorcycle Awareness Month, MAC wants motorists to watch for motorcycles every day. And by the way, when you're off the bike and in your car or truck, be sure you keep an eye out for motorcycles too.
Support motorcycle safety and encourage other drivers to watch for motorcycles. Purchase a motorcycle awareness specialty plate for your car, truck, or motorcycle. For an additional $25 a year, you can help the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign promote safety, awareness, and training programs throughout Louisiana.
I'm T.W. Robinson. No matter what you ride, put a MAC plate on it and help support motorcycle awareness wherever you go.
It doesn't matter if your bike is brand new or an old road warrior, Sly Dog Cycles has the tools and talents to keep it on the road and running strong. From service and repairs to customization and performance work, you can trust Sly Dog Cycles to get it done and get it done right. So if you want personal service from people who have the knowledge, skills, and experience to handle all of your riding needs, bring your ride to Sly Dog Cycles. They're rider recommended.
Welcome back to LA Rider, Louisiana's favorite motorcycle travel program. You know, Lucy and I had a real busy weekend, the first weekend of April, a lot going on. Got to go to a couple of different events. I started at the Chenault Aviation and Military Museum and ended at the Unity Rally in Monroe, which was a focus on just that, unifying all walks of life and all brands of bikes. One of the jewels of Monroe in Ouachita Parish is the Chenault Aviation and Military Museum. It's located near the Monroe Airport and not too far from Pecanland Mall. It is such a wealth of history, showcasing veterans from all wars. On this day, it was the Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans event. Adrienne LaFrance says it's designed to give the vets of that war a proper welcome home, one most didn't receive back then.
So future generations can learn from that, in that whether you agree with the mission politically or not, you can always respect and honor our service members and give them the welcome home that they deserve.
And I tell you what, I got cold chills just thinking about it, because I told them then, I said, I guarantee I flew the airplane.
For Sonny Kiefer of Newellton, this is a special day and a special place. Kiefer was a naval aviator in the Vietnam War. The Chenault Museum just happened to acquire the very A-7 he flew in combat.
I'd have no idea when I went in the service that I'd be as proud that I was in the service as I am now. It makes me feel better every year to know that I did serve in the service.
From the Welcome Home event to the Pilots for Patients hangar at the Monroe Airport, the Chenault Aviation Museum and the Southern Heritage Air Foundation join forces for Hops and Props.
Today we're having hops and props, more hops than props I think today because of the weather. But the whole gist of it is to raise funds for the Chenault Aviation Museum and as well as the Southern Heritage Air Foundation Museum.
Patty Mikas oversees the Southern Heritage Air Foundation at the Tallulah-Vicksburg Airport. Hops and Props was supposed to be a chance for visitors to get up close and personal with vintage aircraft like this. Not only on display, but rare opportunities to ride in them. Unfortunately, Mother Nature didn't cooperate, so the planes were grounded and stayed in Tallulah. But Mika says it was still a great chance to remind people about the importance of aviation in our country's history.
It's the living history of preserving World War II and that era. There's not many 75-year-old planes that fought during the war that are still flying. P-51s, there's maybe 151 of them flying in the whole world. So just keeping that for people to sit in and just go back in time is it's an honor. It's a way for us to honor the veterans too.
5th District Congressman Ralph Abraham was also on hand.
Just here to honor the Vietnam veterans, really to honor all the veterans that make this country great. We're here to certainly highlight the Chenault Aviation and Military Museum, highlight the Southern Heritage Air Foundation. Both organizations do phenomenal work for our veteran community, and I'm just glad to be a small part of it.
From the aviation community to the Unity Rally, this is a 3-day event in Monroe each spring that brings together all brands of bikes and all walks of life.
Bringing motorcycle organizations and groups from every area together just for a fun weekend. We have motorcycle organizations like Avid and PGR. We have motorcycle ministries. We have ride groups, all kinds of folks, and we just come together for a weekend to just enjoy.
Terry Trischel and her husband Danny host this shindig every year at the church. It was unusually cold and kept the usual crowds away, but those who did attend got a wonderful combination of camaraderie and kinship with those who love to ride. Robert Wagner is with the Hellfighters biker group.
Well, Tammy, it's a unity rally. It's to bring all the clubs and the ministries together out here and show the love of Jesus that we have in our heart to do.
These riders don't just stay put either. On Saturday, they ride from Monroe to the David Wade Correctional Center in Homer. For these guys, it's a chance to reach people and change lives, especially those who wake up each day behind bars and have lost hope.
you've set some people back on the right track, hadn't you?
Well, God has. Through us, yes.
Well, the weather may not have been stellar, but it was still a great opportunity to ride. And not just ride, but ride with a purpose. So make sure you check out the Southern Heritage Air Foundation Facebook page, because I understand they're still trying to raffle off some of those plane rides in that World War II era aircraft. And I've heard that the Waco is like riding a motorcycle in the sky because it is open cockpit. That is definitely on my bucket list. Back with more LA Rider in just a moment. Welcome back to LA Rider, Louisiana's favorite motorcycle travel program. Well, everybody knows that I'm a farm girl. I love horses, I love motorcycles, and I love tractors. There is a place just outside of Nashville, Tennessee that has all kinds of tractors, especially old tractors and just about anything with wheels on it. And it's called the Days Gone By Museum. TW and I got a chance to visit a few years ago. Just northeast of Nashville, you'll find yourself in sightly Sumner County. We take the picturesque Highway 109 on a day that bathed us in blue skies and cotton candy clouds. Our destination, Portland, Tennessee, the home of the Days Gone By Museum. But we made it. This is Joey and Kathleen.
All right, that's right. Yep. Collins.
Joey Collins and his wife Kathleen give TW and I a tour of this incredible medley of machinery. While most of Collins' collection has 4 wheels, there's one piece that has just 2. He says it's a miracle he got this motorcycle to the museum. Between the owner's Russian accent and his southern drawl, they had to literally write notes to each other to negotiate the sale.
I sent my brother-in-law up there to get it, so when he got there, of course, he's like me, got a good old southern accent, and between their Russian, they had trouble communicating, so they actually had to write notes back and forth to get the deal done. So, but anyway, we finally got it bought, so here it is.
Collins was raised on a farm till he was about 6. That's where his love affair with old tractors started. Joey is a mechanic's mechanic. If it has gears and a motor, he can fix it. For 3 decades, Collins has restored, rescued, and rekindled America's affection with antique machinery. It's now all housed in his Days Gone By museum. He's fond of farm equipment that's in its basic form. He doesn't always pretty up a piece with new paint once the mechanics are mended. He says he and others from his generation like these pieces in their work clothes, as he calls it.
I'm a working girl. Time to wash up for some victuals.
From the big old tractors, steam and gas that helped forge the farms of America, to the cars he and his wife used to race, he's amassed a mountain of mature machinery. And to top it off, there's even a DC-3 parked out on the front lawn. His reward for investing in all this vintage stuff?
meeting the people who used to sit at the wheel and make America what it is today.
Really, that's as biggest part of it is getting the piece and getting it running. It's just seeing people enjoy it and hearing them talk about how they used to run it on the farm or granddaddy used to do this. And so you pick up a lot history and stories.
For Joey, it's a sense of pride and patriotism to show the younger generation how this country was built with lots of blood, sweat, and gears. Gears of old tractors and farm implements, when more elbow grease was used to power the plow than petroleum and diesel fuel. Great reminders of days gone by, but not forgotten.
So if your travels take you anywhere near Portland, Tennessee, it's just north of Nashville, close to the Kentucky line, you definitely want to stop by the Days Gone By Museum. Who knows, you might see Joey Collins up to his elbows restoring a piece of history. That's all the time we have for this edition of LA Rider. I'm Tammi Arender, and you know what we say, we haven't been everywhere, but it's on our list. What's on yours? Let us know. We may just put it on ours. See you next time on LA Rider.
LA Rider is brought to you by the Motorcycle Awareness Campaign, a 501c3 nonprofit organization exclusively dedicated to promoting motorcycle awareness and rider safety throughout Louisiana and the nation. Learn more at macorg.com.
God bless chrome cowgirls.